What's up, everyone? I'm Jared Winkler. I quit smoking on January 2nd, which means I'm about like 53 going into my 54th day of quitting smoking. And today, I just wanted to actually just do a response video to Angela as she expressed on her channel some like quitting smoking concerns. And I wanted to like write a response on there, but I figured I'd just respond in a video. We've been like almost quitting smoking buddies. We quit at like nearly the same time. And our experiences are totally different. And that's all right. That's the way that it is. But I just wanted to like talk about some of the concerns that you, Angela, are having. So I hate that you're at this point and you're thinking so much of the cigarettes. That just really sucks. But I can promise you that it's not going to always be that way. You literally, if you can just keep holding on, they will fade away into your past. Now, it sucks that you're thinking of them so much. That makes it harder to hold on. And I feel like, first off, I am super proud of you. And I know Mario is, and I know all the people in your life are. When I say that in your videos, I'm actually totally serious. I'm super proud of you. I can't believe how far you've come, especially since this is like your first time quitting smoking. Every day is an unknown for you at this point. Like you've never had the experience before. You are literally just every day breaking further and further into something you've never done before. And I commend you, and I think that you are super strong, and you've shown that. And I think that there's so much that you are nailing with your quit. And the reason I always suggest reading that book, and I still suggest it, or listening to the audiobook. This time around, I listened to the audiobook. It's just because it's like one more weapon in your arsenal. Because the one difference I can point out between us is that I no longer, and I truly believe, and it's all because of this book, I no longer put smoking on a pedestal. Like, I don't have any wonder of what I'm missing out on anymore. And I know when I've quit in the past, I have had that too. That's what's led me back. I've been like, oh, but I just like want to, and like maybe I didn't mean to like quit. Maybe I'm a smoker, you know, maybe I shouldn't have quit. I've figured out what the smoking is and what it isn't. And there's a bunch of things that we credit a cigarette, what we believe that it does for us. And if you read this book and you truly believe it, it's essentially brainwashes you, but in the best way possible. It just tells you over and over what the cigarette doesn't do for you that you thought it did. And then all it then becomes is a thing that once you do it, you have to continue doing it. And that's essentially the only effect that it really has on you. All it's doing is you're just putting it into your system so that you're going to have to put it into your system later. And essentially having one, there's no real having one. You can pretty much assume if you have one, you're going back into the system, because that's all that it does. All the other things that we do that we think it helps us enjoy things, that's just not, in my mind, that doesn't exist anymore. So our differences, and what I'd love to see you do, is figure out how you can figure this one thing out. How you can figure out that you are not in any way, shape, or form depriving yourself by not smoking. That's the one difference. We're doing the exact same thing, only there's a voice in the back of your head that's telling you that you're depriving yourself. And it is truly, you said it yourself, you understand that it is just, it's the addiction trying to justify itself to get you hooked back in, unfortunately. But if you can truly believe that you're not depriving yourself, then mentally you can completely beat it. You, like you've said, you've gotten through the nicotine part, the nicotine like withdrawals and all of that. You've really beat that. Now you've got this psychological game you got to fight with. And I think there's one more tool. And of course, going through Joel's videos are always going to help. You could go through mine, go through other people's videos. And I mean, those things will help a little bit. But this internal struggle, you have to end it somehow. And I feel like time, if you can hold out, I believe time will end it. I know you said you met that one dude who said he still thinks about cigarettes. It's 10 years now, and he's always thought, or maybe it was 8 years. I can't remember. But in any case, that's so unlikely. And I know you're having a different experience than I am right now, and you may think that you think you're going to be that case where you're going to be thinking about it forever. I don't think so. I really don't. I have faith that if you continue not smoking for this entire year, that you at some point by the end of the year will go days without thinking of a cigarette. I'm almost 100% positive that would be the case. So I guess I would tell you 3 things, I think. 1, maybe go back to your original videos and see your experience then versus now and see how much it's changed. Number 2, strengthen your resolve just by thinking of what you want. Or what you wanted, because maybe that's not so much in focus. What are the reasons why you quit? I mean, it was money, it was health. It was also, you did it a bit for Mario, even though he didn't ask you to. But the reasons that were for you are the ones you really should focus on. Because when it comes down, I feel like you're waiting for a point where you're trying to say, Mario, would you be upset if I just did one? If I just went and did it? Maybe I didn't mean to do this. Would it upset you? What if one day he's just like, yeah, you know what? Do whatever you want. It's not going to upset me. Go grab a pack. You grabbing a pack, you may feel like that's the barrier, that if you break that, then it's all good. I guarantee you, even if he didn't look at you with any disappointment at all, if it didn't bother him one bit, and it probably would, it's going to bother you. It really will. At least I think it probably will. And then the third thing is just to either read that book or read the audiobook, Alan Carr's The Easy Way to Stop Smoking, just as one final tool to combat the mental journey that you're having right now with it. And I mean, if you want, I will gift the audiobook to you in a message. I mean, I don't know. Whatever you can do to start knocking out that book. It's 5 hours in audiobook form. I literally listened to it on my first 2 days of my quit this time around. And I'm not saying it absolutely will help, but if you believe it the way I do, it will be, it seems like the perfect final tool to help you get by. I don't know why I believe it so much. I just accept it as truth. And there's no internal struggle with me. I'm getting to the point where I think about cigarettes maybe once to 2 times a day, 2 times tops. They're already sinking away into the background. But I have believed since day one that I will never go back. I just am at peace with that. I've kind of said it before, but that's the only thing you have to get to, is find that inner peace of, that's something that I'm never going to do again. But if you can truly rationalize that the reasons that you want to go back or just try to have one aren't going to do what you want. They aren't going to make you enjoy a situation more. They aren't going to make you less bored. They're not going to relieve your anxiety. They're not going to relieve stress. All cigarettes do is relieve the stress associated with the need to replace nicotine. That's all. That's all they're good for. And you have come off that withdrawal. You don't need nicotine in your system. You don't have that stress of not having the nicotine that you need replaced. So it is just a mental game, and this is not forever. I promise you, it's not forever. It's I've had your experience, and I know it sucks, but you're so tough, and Mario's tough too. So you're gonna do all right. But just keep educating yourself. You've gone through the hardest parts, and the one thing I'll say is, like, having quit as many times as I've tried to, I've had like 3 substantial quits. This would be my 3rd like substantial quit, but I have quit so many times. 3 days here, day here, 3 days there. I think real early on, maybe I might have went 2 weeks, and that was like a big deal. And I just went back, and it's always that feeling of like, maybe just one, or maybe I didn't mean to quit. And also, I've talked about in my videos how you kind of mentioned like this was just going to be an experiment. Maybe, you know, like now we've gone as far into the experiment as we're going to go. That's, or maybe you wish you hadn't told Mario. That's exactly, I've talked about that phenomenon in my videos, where sometimes as smokers, we want to just quit without telling anyone, because then if we mess up, we could just go back to it. There's no shame, there's no disappointment, it's just all us. And you didn't do that. You told people, you told Mario, and then you went on YouTube and told the whole world, because you knew you were going to do it. And I think you knew that, you know, telling a bunch of people might help you hold to it, you know? And I mean, I think that does that for me. It certainly helps. I don't want to disappoint myself. I don't want to disappoint loved ones close to me. And I sure as hell don't want to disappoint a whole bunch of people on the internet, you know? I mean, I guess I'm a people pleaser, so I don't want anybody to be upset with me. In any case, I hate to always, I don't want to sound like a know-it-all or anything. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on some of the stuff that you were talking about. I totally believe in you. Don't listen to that voice in the back of your head. Combat that voice by educating yourself some more and finding some more tools to help you in your journey. It doesn't all have to be willpower. There's nothing rational about going back to smoking. So there's no way to rationalize it. But there are ways to figure out how irrational that is, to think of going back to smoking, like this stupid habit that we had, this stupid addiction. Anyway, all right, now I'm just going on and on. I'm proud of you, and I hope that you continue doing well. And like I said, I will get you that audio book. If you're not gonna get it yourself, I will gift it to you. You just let me know if that would help in any way. But seriously, it's one of the most important tools that I use. And so, yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. I will shut up now. All right, folks. Talk to you next time. Peace out, homies, and bye, Angela and Mario.